would help to turn the microphone on. And if anyone sends me messages, then they'll be able to tell me how badly I'm doing. So let's have a look. Sunken Temple of Khan. Stone Vigil and Temporary Deep next, it looks like. Hey, it does look like we're actually getting some proper frames per second here. That's cool. I need to keep an eye on time though, because, well, reasons. Shallow round depression. Oh, the facer dropped it, didn't it? Yeah, we need that sphere. $30 feels like a pretty short time for... No, opposite. 30 seconds feels like a pretty long time for a gap closer, but maybe it's not as bad as I think. It's you again. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. It does indicate when you've got room for extra ammo because the gauge is blinking, although it seems to be blinking slightly faster when it gets to the end of the road, or maybe it's just paying too much attention to actually hitting things. Why did I pick that up? I don't want these things. I want to ignore these chests. Okay, this is the one that we have to be wary about because he will stun you. But we have enough damage that we don't have to worry about it. Take this. Ah! You're not ready for an alt attack from a level 90 tank, are you? This might sting a little bit though. Well, it could. Why did I pick those up? So yeah, as I was saying, it does deal fixed damage, so it could actually hurt, but I don't think so. Oh, don't need that. The thing is, the last time I tried doing weird stuff with the last time I tried using no Audacity and just taking my voice audio directly, it was pretty bad. It was not good quality, but I don't really know how to set things about for this. And if I try to listen in, I accidentally overflow audio, so we don't want to do that. Protected by ancient magic. Of course it is. It's okay. I guess we were trying to save someone in particular, never mind all the dead bodies we found along the way. Rerun. Let your viewers know your stream was previously recorded. Let your viewers know if your stream features branded content. Well, I don't have any forms of endorsements, so I think I'm fine on that, and while I'm recording this now, it shouldn't be anything weird. I don't know. Okay, so after that... Stone Vigil Hard. I don't know whether it'll be possible or not, but I'm willing to give it a shot. We probably also need to tackle Tamtara Deep Croft Hard as well. We have done Hullbreaker. I want to have my quest journal cleared up of all these things I never got around to doing. Because then I have more space for quests I'm not doing in Dawntrail, because, yeah, there, I've changed stream info, now it says in preparation for Dawntrail. I do like the area music for this. I think it's really cool how it swaps between techno style and then goes to a more dramatic orchestrated version for when you get into actual fights. Don't pick up there. Damn it, I have to pick up the chest. I can't help myself. Divine Harvest. All classes. Vitality, Mind, Determination, Spell Speed. Oh yeah, there's that boss fight we can't go to anymore. You aren't even worth an auto attack, buddy. I can at least throw this away, I know I don't want that. You can't even hit me with that ice ball. Go back again. Here we go, now the way is clear. And this way isn't clear, so we're probably going to have to jump through a lot of hoops now. What do you think, Shot? Nah. The question is, can I beat this on my own? survives quite a bit. So basically, I eat through most of his HP and then let someone else finish him off. So yeah, that one is doable. I need to go hand this junk into the Grand Company though. Oh, there's the key then. I can throw away these amputated breeches and helm because that would be one step too many to be worth doing. Can't actually tell if I have any viewers or not. This one I remember splitting in half, and both sides are viable targets, so you have to kill both of them. Make hard mode dungeons anymore, do they? They kind of gave up after the Heaven's Ward endgame. Okay, so it doesn't actually add anything more interesting to that. Okay, we have to go handle this in at the Maelstrom. How high am I with the Maelstrom? I think I might need to be a bit more. I think I might need to buy some things from here as well. Where was it? Where was it? Is it in here? Steel Sabaton here. I wish I could mass turn these things in instead of having to point and click at each and every one of them. Okay, we're good. Okay, what shiny things could we get from this? I think I don't need to worry about Discord pings, I think. Okay, with that out of the way, Report to depot. Report to depot jar. Okay. Something else I should probably have a look at doing sometime is getting my hands on more of the mounts. You actually get some decent luck with them these days. And most of them you can actually solo. Return to him at airport, which I think is right there. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is a very random video I'm putting up. I am going to VOD this. But it's mainly me just mucking about in preparation to test the waters, so to speak, for what I actually want to do, which is stream the Dawntrail main scenario quest. I think that'll be pretty cool. But it relies on me having functional microphone pings, and I just don't know whether I need to look at I need to look at doing something with my laptop here and seeing if I can get it connected back to the network again. If I can do that, then I can watch on the side and see if I can watch it on the side and check whether my narration is coming through or not. They have struck the mark, Commodore. For being once exposed to primal Zeta is enough to corrupt the mind. Repeated exposure corrupts the flesh. Edison and his crew failed to hold the starship for the Sahagan overlords. Expect this was their punishment. The fishbacks, but depravity knows no bounds. It's a bit awkward to hear about this when we've actually made peace with all of the beast tribes. I think such creatures capable of cruelty lurk nearby. I shan't get another wink of sleep while I am here. Have no fear, milady. My yellowjackets are sworn to protect Airport and her denizens. You may be certain we will redouble our vigilance. Your words give me heart, Commodore. As previously agreed upon, by way of payment for my services, I shall hold on to this specimen for research. Etc, etc. Okay, we've finally knocked a quest out of our collection. Let's see what else we could go for. We could do Gale Force Extreme. There's an option. I have soloed to the Royal Eater Extreme at least, and Arkham Theatre. Not removed for some reason. Although he's probably going to be pretty easy as well. Now here's the question, do you think we can kill her before she gets through her dialogue? All I needed was a chance to actually hit her and she's down. I've actually killed her faster when I'm doing it as a paladin but that's because it's level 100 Paladin versus a level 90 Gunbreaker. Wait, I can't receive the Xanthos whistle. I already had one. I must have gotten it from Moggles before. The Mog Tomes, you know. Efforts to augment Garuda's power met with predicted success. It's mildly unsatisfying then that the Primal was summarily defeated. Against the Bringer of Light, it appears a heavier hand is required, and now that the focus has been discovered, it is of no consequence. Even should they understand the significance of its presence, they have no means to prevent the summonings. And the Beastmen continue to crave ever more powerful avatars every time their gods fall. With each link forged in this chain of ambition, the shackles of chaos are bound ever tighter. It's not for us to entertain such speculation. We are bid only to convey what we have witnessed. Let us be gone from here. Well, there's something over there. Blood for stone. Leaves of the observatorium. Let me... I'll browse and figure out what I want to take out next. Oh yes, the Hildebrand quests. Good King Mogulmog. I apparently haven't gone to get my stuff in the gold saucer. Material melding. Alright, that is a level 60 dungeon that I never got around to. We go down, then we have to go back up. It's a good thing we're very respected around here, otherwise they might be a bit upset that I'm bringing around Nidhogg's bird. Ibuki, I'm glad to see you safely returned. By the grace of the Fury and the aid you have given us, we have taken back what is ours. Yet surely you saw what the Dravanians left in their wake. A ruin. A blood-crusted eye in might need of much physicking before it can resume watch over the dragons. It will be long and hard work to rebuild the vigil. Long and hard. One battle ends, another begins. Our war is a holy one. There is no rest for the pious except in the arms of the Fury herself. Never shall be depleted the ranks of Ishgard's glorious dead. Never shall the prayers of the righteous be in vain. The dragons will perish, I swear. This by swords whole and broken. Yeah, how about that? He actually made peace with the dragons. So what next? Let's take out Somalhad. Wait, no, that's trials we need. Oh right, you can't do alliance raids solo, you need to have a group of 3 at least. Have I set my settings properly for giving anonymity to other people? I should probably check that. Oh, and suddenly I remember this music. We helped purify Dust Vigil, and now we help which is the Ishgardian's favorite place, and now we're helping purify the dragon's favorite place. Go figure. Now then, settings. Own names for others. Initials. 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 We don't PvP, so I don't think we need to worry about anything. I don't think we have to worry about anything after that. Oh hey, they don't die in one shot. The miracles never cease. They aren't quite able to stand up to the double down though. 1,000 for first enemy, 15% for all the other enemies, so that's 8,500? Yeah, no, 850 potency. Alright, back to work. Ooh, your big ones on, yeah. Oh no, you're gonna put me in the infirmary! We aren't going to get that eye gouge off. Oh well. I originally wanted to make Ibuki a VoD, but then I realized that's probably not going to work out for me because I don't like DPS queue times. So that's why he's Gunbreaker, because I have all the other things. I have a Dark Knight on my JPN server. I have a Warrior on the American servers. And I have the Paladin on Australian servers. I think it'll give me the quest immediately. Well, it put me in the right place for the quest, I guess. Let's see, Fires of Sun. Oh, return to the summit. Right, that's what you can give me. The Solemn Dragon can give me a shortcut to the top. Thou hast accomplished all I asked of thee, warrior of warriors. Through thine exploits, the ancient thing that did skitter in the mountain's core hath been excised. The fires of Sormal seethe angrily no more. This holy place belongeth not only to the brood of Hresvelga, but to all the dragons who roost within Dravania. It shall not be defiled while I yet draw breath. The Dragon Song War did take many from us. Even those misguided king who revelled in Leotog's vengeance deserve to find peace in the release of death. No matter the choices that set the brood father against brood brother, in the end we are all children of the father of dragons. Now that the war is over, I wish only that the souls of the fallen be spared the turmoil they suffered in life. Yudofnir cares so deeply for her kin, even those who mocked Hresvelga's brood for their decision to stay out of the war. I only wish I could be so tolerant of my brothers and sisters when they agree with my brilliant suggestions, Kupo. Such musings aside, I should thank you for helping to preserve the peace around here. We'll be sure to keep a sharp eye out for intruders creeping into Sormal's caverns now. And it gives us a scroll, which I don't care for, so I'm going to get rid of it. Hey, we got a Lava Scorpion card, cool. Over here. Take my junk, please. Woad, Sky Raider's helm, don't need that. Defiant Duelist. Ghost Thief. Okay, to be fair, some of these can be kind of cool glamours, but I don't have the patience to check which ones they are. Defiant Duelist. Defiant Duelist. Playing Dr. Choker. Filibuster ring. No, back up. Code of healing. I think the filibuster kit actually makes for a decent Plague Doctor outfit if you so feel like it. Alright, who else could we go after? I suppose Corpse Groom if we really want to. Miners Guild there. There, that one. So, straight to the airship landing. Airship ticketer to Uldar. Ah, you're for unlocking the gold saucer, huh? Ruby Road Exchange. Where's a... Let's have a look at my minions. See if we can find the one I'd like to use. Wind up Echidna, huh? She's got a little coffin. Little Yang. Wind up Gulu Jaja? What? When did I get him? Miners Guild, Miners Guild. Why do I still have Radzat Han? Oh, no, wait, Radzat Han is the level 90, right? I think the one thing that worries me is disk drive space. I'm going to move it over to a better drive when it's done, but still, you have to be slightly concerned. Yes, where's Nanako? You better have good news, or I'll let my brother do this his way. My dear brothers. I've worried you, haven't I? But as you can see, there's nothing to be concerned about. Nanako, we've been so worried about you! We'd feared the worst. It's good to see your face. I must thank you again, good adventurer. After we parted ways, I sent for a search party, and we were able to rescue the survivors. Nanako, from now on, I'm sorry, I missed that. I'm going to accompany you on all those expeditions. Those Beldans were real bastards about booby traps. Not safe for you alone. Brother, she won't be alone because I'm going with her. You forget your duty. Your place is with a concern. You are right, the temple is dangerous, but I can make it safe. All you need is to believe. Maybe this is why they turn into dwarves in the first. We must look to at the causes. The twin causes of today's incident. People's belief that lie within magical relics and that the ruins are now safe to traverse. Those temple raiders are already telling tales of deadly ancient traps in every tavern. But we'll let it be known as no ordinary danger that awaits. The Order of Nalthal has agreed to vehemently deny that the temple's relics are cursed. That tales of looters found horribly dead afterwards are baseless. That should give instant credence to the opposite and end the looting. For a while at least. Nanako, you're brilliant! I may be the strongest, but you've got the goods upstairs! Right you are about our sister, puny brother, and I'm not to stoop to stating the obvious. They say history is the gristle of the past, but in these ruins the past is fleshed out again. That's what I love about this work. I won't let the raiders despoil the place. The ruins are not a mine to be dug and blasted for gil. If they want gold or gems, let them join the Miners Guild and toil for them. Alright, we are making progress on this journal. Let's see, where are we now? 22. I think I'll just keep clocking through until I figure out what it is that I actually want to break down. I'll just keep going until I run out of things to do. So, reap what you sow, we go talk to you here. Oh, that's actually quite the distance, isn't it? It's a good thing we can fly. Really need these unsung pieces when I'm going to outlevel them at some point? I'm feeling not, but I'm not going to just dump them because. And of course, when I get into the new content, I'm going to have to remember to check ether currents so I can maintain travel. Ibuki is good on her ether currents in all previous areas, actually. One moment. Okay, I just needed to double check. Tonu Vanu waits for Netherling Warrior, and Netherling Warrior comes. Netherling braves never reap to retrieve Wakuun's scale for Vundu. Tonu's heart flutters in the gentle winds of Netherling's kindness. Neverreap is sacred land to Vanu Vanu, but Vundu come with her wicked ways and transform Neverreap into Tempest of Terrors. Watch your tail feathers, Netherling. Neverreap. Oh man, this ancient old place. I remember when this was the expert roulette. Take Thunder Egg, place Thunder Egg. Fly. Oh, we have 5 Thunder Eggs, huh? Sure, give me that scare of, wait, did I jump wrong? No, not the strong winds! Great, now I have to find... oh. The dot killed it. It died to the dot to be just as it turned invisible, so suddenly... Oh, you no longer sense anything, that's because it's dead. And now we have some Bundu. Sure, we can pick up a treasure coffer, get some extra seals out there. Valyrian Wizard Bracelet. I remember some of these guys have final sting, so we just have to be cautious about that. $720 damage feels pretty impressive. But I can't be... I think I might need to also adjust my system configuration a little bit. I'll turn on background music so it's not so disruptive when I have to jump into here. Yeah, I usually say that as well. Okay, how's this? I've turned down the game volume a lot. It's kind of impressive to go back and realize, wow, I never touched any of these dungeons. This stream is basically a wind-up where I get all of my... Okay. Whoops, I might have turned it down a bit too far then. Is that better? Oh hey, we got the Dungeon Master Challenge log. So yeah, this stream is going to be me rushing about doing all of the Bookie's extra quests to clear out the quest journal so that when we get to the new content I can easily pick up all of the... Aether Current quests without having to worry, oh wait, I don't have enough room for... We got an ugly duckling! What fun. So yes, no, feel free to sort of, hang on, I'm muscling everything around and you maybe probably shouldn't have. Can I move this down here and that over there? Yes, but now my stream info tab is very long. No, why do you argue with me on everything? Okay, I think that's the best way I can set this up. So yeah, I might, seeing as you're here, I might actually do the main scenario. I'm going to upload VODs of this, but there shouldn't be anything too complicated that you missed. But yeah, now you know how I often Yeah, never mind, that's a little confrontational. I apologize if my audio quality isn't as good as it normally is. Normally when I upload as Let's Plays, I do a lot of crunching around with the direct narrations. I edit my Audacity files, and then when I get into Movie Maker, if it's too quiet, I turn it up. If it's too loud, I turn it down. Plot twist, it's never too loud. But I adjust it so that game audio isn't completely drowned out by my voice. You know what? I probably should have used the teleport. It would have been faster. Any other quests? Ooh, Boo Boo Library, maybe? And St. McCoy's Arbitorium. So yeah, I'll tackle those. But if you would like to do any discussions, then we can do it. I won't be doing this all evening. I'm going to probably stop when I reach... I think the hour and a half mark is a good spot to do it. Because I do have to keep these on my computer, don't I? So it was St. McCoy's Arbitorium. I do remember that. That was pretty cool. You had no idea Yotsuyu was in the game at all, but you somehow managed to make a Tenko that looked exactly like her. I think I did a pretty good job recreating Ibuki Miyoda with what I had the options for. No, give me back. I want to look at her face. She does have the hairband and the pink eyes. I made sure to give her the exact height as actual Ibuki Miyoda. The only catch is that I can't give her the same sort of wild... I can't give her the sort of wild hairstyle that actual Ibuki Miyoda has, so I can't mix hair colors. Get everyone nice and close. Double down! I actually... Oh man, you should have seen what I was doing in Sastasha Hard earlier, because I got like 50 guys all around me all at once, and when I hit double down, the game couldn't keep up, so it had to kill them off. It did try to kill them off rapidly, but it was still, some of them survived for a lot longer than the others did, thanks to the server ping timing. Oh boy, TRG has gone places. It has definitely gone to some weird places. But then that's also pretty accurate to what the original got up to, isn't it? No, not slow! Double down! The tortoise can't keep up. It's almost like it's a tortoise or something. Actually, let me try something. Okay, you cannot see... Oh. Can I pin this on top? No, I can't. Okay. I'm trying to move the chat bar to somewhere where I can see it easier, but it's kind of tricky. Yeah, the Bowser Magma Mountain has a very annoying thing about it, in that it's very hard to even earn money. Because so often, he just turns all the spaces red. Double down! I think she's very upset at me. I think a downside to what we're doing here is that I can't see stream chat. Well, I can see stream chat. I don't think it's part of, I don't think it's going to be part of my VoD. So that's going to be a little bit unfortunate. Oh, like I said earlier, this is just a practice. When I know what I'm doing with all my settings and everything, I'm going to throw together a full playthrough of Dawntrail and put that up on my channel. Nothing good ever comes from the phrase, "Is that a bear?" In this case, it's, "Is that a bear that's been parasitized by my flowers?" Cordyceps flowers. I should probably actually just turn on all of my off-screen audio stuff. As much as I prefer not to have the off-screen audio, I very clearly need it when I'm going to be constantly jumping over to... I'm going to need it when I'm constantly jumping over to chat in the stream chat. Ah, I knew the thought of the Arbitorium's treasure would be enough to get your juices flowing. Thanks to all the pruning you did for us, we were finally able to have a good look around the ruins. Didn't take us long to find what we were after. Oh, I can't wait to tell Midnight Dew the good news. Speaking of which, would you mind coming with us to Idleshire? Midnight Dew will want to thank you personally. I dare say even an adventurer like you would be interested in our finds. hang on, that's... Okay, that's for the rendezvous with Midnight Dew at the Great Google Library. Speak with Sawney in Idleshire. Alright, we'll do that. There you are. Good to see a woman who doesn't shy away from a challenge. You'll see a sturdy looking door just ahead and to your left. That'd be the entrance to the Forbidden Vaults. This is as far as I can take you. It's in my contract, you see. Anyway, client and I are both counting on you to retrieve that tome. Watch your back in there and try to keep it down. It is a library after all. Great Google Library hard. Now accessible. That is the level 60. Claire has a pretty... Claire doesn't mind that much either way, but it also means that she can troll people about it in a good-natured manner. It's kind of... It is. It's nice to see. Oh man, it's very hot today. Good thing I have some ice cold water off to the side to grab whenever I'm feeling a bit overheated. Damage dealt, healing potency, max HP increased by 200%. And they don't evaporate in a single hit like they did in the level 50 dungeons. I can appreciate that. Actually, I never get a chance to read these. The Boy and the Dragon Gay. Once upon a time lived a free-spirited boy who loved to play in the forest with his pet chocobo. But the forests were fraught with peril, and one day a band of brigands ambushed the boy, spiriting him away to the harsh mountains of the north. Yet there be dragons there, as they rode upon the mountain path. One of these majestic beasts came swooping down from the heavens. The boy's chocobo reared in fright, sending the boy tumbling down the mountainside to his nigh certain demise. And yet the gods saw fit to spare his life, if only meagerly so. As he lay there, battered and broken, all manner of foul beasts drew near, threatening to rip him limb from limb. Just as the boy was making his peace with the 12, another dragon appeared. A smaller creature, yes, but even a small dragon is a fearsome opponent indeed. It was then the strangest thing happened. With a mighty roar, the dragon turned upon the circling beasts and spit forth a burst of flames that reduced them to so much ash, saving the poor boy's life. With what half seemed a smile, the dragon approached the wounded child and gently raised him up to sit on his back. The two flew off to gods know where. Yeah. Piranha Pursuit is a very unfair game for both sides because, yeah, the three can't really do much. The team of three can't really do much but jump, but the Piranha Pursuit is not nice. Being the one isn't much better because it always feels like you're a second away from losing. I probably shouldn't have doubled down there. I should have just used Blasting Zone. Demon of the Tome. Right, this was a remix because originally it was a focused boss, but now it's just it just wanders straight out to beat you up. No, I don't have to worry about getting turned around. Shoot! Okay, I have to make sure that I go back to Limsa Lominsa to turn in all this junk. You never know when you're gonna need those company seals after all. Wait, why are you still standing? Die! Over the Horizon Redux. I think this is for a book that I skipped earlier in the dungeon. It is widely known that the Mamuja boast one of the most impressive indigenous societies to be found in the New World. It would be a mistake, however, to view the Mamuja as a single uniform people. A careful analysis of documents brought back by explorers reveals that the Mamuja are more accurately described as a federation or alliance of numerous distantly related tribes, each with distinguishing physical characteristics. The brown-scaled Hobigu with their distinctively long combs, the large-eyed blue-scaled Bonua, and the mottled Dopro. It is further said that the Mamuja rarely marry outside their own tribes. Such unions do occur on the occasion of certain religious observances. They are known to produce two-headed offspring that are hailed as blessed siblings and groomed to be warlords from a young age. Wow, this is actually a very important book to read before you go into Dawntrail. Indeed, the Autarch, ruler of all Mamuja kind, is known to be one of them. Except they changed that name to the Dawn Servant. But yeah, you could actually look up what you wanted there. Okay, what was that about? Culinary applications of goblins? What? From mutton to moral, oyster to Oroban, eel to eft, Eorzea does not want for delicious and delightful ingredients to stimulate the senses of any culinarian, and yet how is it so that we came to know that the flesh of these creatures would pleasure our palate so? The answer is self-evident. For every familiar ingredient, someone, at some point in our history, has first took it upon him or herself to eat it. And yet this question raises another question. What wondrous flavors and textures remain undiscovered, just waiting for a brave soul to discover them? And so it was that I took it upon myself to investigate the culinary suitability of goblin flesh. Why goblins, do you ask? To which I say, good reader, why not goblins? The above passage was composed by my elder brother. Sadly, they were the last words he ever spoke. For, as he soon discovered, goblin feelers are poisonous. Armed with this knowledge and vowing that his sacrifice would not go to waste, I resolved to carry on his life's work. Yeah, Mario Party! Mario Party! Okay, Liquid Flame has taken the form of man. Oh. We ran out of inventory space. I don't want mogstones. I also don't need these chocobo feathers. I guess we could keep the beads. The beads are fine. Okay, we're at the we're 15 minutes from stream end time, I'd say. I don't know how much room I can afford to cram into my hard drive like this. To be fair, Wario did one first. It was just a very underwhelming chance time. Proceedings of the 284th Convocation of the Ampidori Council of Magi. A vote was called to settle on a name for a potent and newly fashioned healing spell. Being that said healing spell was an augmentation of Curaga, versus the most potent healing spell, the following names were proposed by the council: Curago, Curaza, Curaja, Curagura. Finding the aforewritten names duly lacking in gravity and the existing hierarchy of spell names needlessly abstruse, the council did vote by a margin of 17-3 to do away with existing naming conventions entirely and adopt a new system of numerical spell names as writ below to be used henceforth. Cure 1, Cure 2, Cure 3, Cure 4. It is recorded. So yeah, the reason why Cure by All Magic is so very unimpressively named is because a bunch of old people voted it should be that way. Oh, treasure. I'm already out of space? Seriously? What can I throw away? Okay. I feel bad throwing away 81 of them, but we don't really need that much in the way of... I don't have any crafters leveled on Ibuki. It doesn't matter. Oh hey, a chance to fill it all up again. I am so bad with my inventory. I'm so horrendously bad with keeping it clean. Sorry buddy, but you just don't care. Many scholars believe that the popular children's tale of the Boy and the Dragon Gay is, in fact, an adaptation of an older Ishgardian myth, one telling of which is transcribed for the reader's reference. In a bleak village on the outskirts of the Huerthus, there lived a shepherd boy, poor but kind of heart. One day, a band of ruffians came and spirited the boy away, seeking to deliver him to a slave trader in hopes of earning some coin. No sooner had they left the village that they were set upon by a great dragon. Down from the heavens it swooped, tearing the blackguards limb from limb and charring their carcasses with hell's fire. But it was by no chance that the Great Worm had found them, no. The boy had befriended the Great Worm some time ago. It had sensed the danger to its dear friend. Alas, in the chaos, the boy had tumbled from the mountains and lay half dying at the base of the cliff. Seeing its dear friend lying there, battered and beaten, the dragon gave unto the child of its blood. So it was that the boy took to the skies of the worm's minion, flying off to only the gods know where. Yeah, Chugga's not going to let it be over until it's over. He's bitter, but he is going to try and get his star going. 10 minutes. Angry Owl. Now here's the question, how quickly can I kill you? No more poetics, but let's be fair, do we really need poetics? I guess we could go check out Radzat Hall. So actually, yes, I do need poetics, go figure. Oh, I suppose that's the specific tome that we needed, isn't it? I suppose it beats having to search an entire library. Just look at all these books. It's like Beauty and the Beast. Hello? What's that? Tabletop. Okay. Retrieve leather-bound tome from Great Google Library Hard. Okay. Step 1. Maelstrom. We turn in all of our junk. Step 2. Return. We go look at what poetics gear we can get to prepare us for the next main scenario. Not Kanto. Kanto is an entirely different thing. Not bad, but I don't really care for glamours right now. I'm in a bit of a hustle. Impressive Dark Knight sword, but I don't think I have Dark Knight on Ibuki. We are actually picking up a lot of storm seals for all this. Okay, Tombstone Exchange, level 60 equipment. No, item comparison. That is a definite upgrade. Yeah, we can tell if it's an upgrade just by looking at the plus numbers. That we actually already have, These can be a bit trickier, but I don't think Ibuki wasn't raiding at this time. Guys, we're out of poetics. Stop, Game. So all we're missing is a little bit of inventory stuff, it seems. But I don't like this outfit. Is there something better I could wear? We could make her a VoD again. Ooh, we could make her steampunk. Or we could take her clothes off. It's such a basic pick, but we're going for Silent Traveler Ibuki. Alright, off to Idleshire. Keeping up with Alia Pose. It's a level 60 quest, and I'm doing this to clear out my quest log. I'm not trying to add more quests to it. Now that's the ending I wanted to hear. Let's hope these seeds live up to their reputation. What fruit do you reckon they'll bear, adventurer? Something wrong? You seem surprised. Sony, you did tell our friend here what you were looking for, didn't you? Now that I think of it, that little detail might have slipped my mind. You see, the treasure we were looking for was seeds and sprouts that were cultivated especially by the Sharlians. Years of research went into breeding them, apparently. They produce plants like you wouldn't believe. As of now, Idleshire's main industry is collecting the junk left behind by Sharlians, but that won't last forever. Which is why it's important we find a new way to make ends meet before we end up with nothing left to trade. Acquiring those sprouts and seeds was the first step to accomplishing that goal. If we find crops that'll flourish in the land's changeable climes, we'll have a new industry that should keep Idleshire going for generations to come. Well, the seeds aren't going to plant themselves, so I'll best be about it. Something tells me growing them will make getting them seem easy. Well, look who's back. Looking none the worse for wear, I might add. Well, what did you find back there? A quick glance at the pages of this hefty volume reveals what appear to be titles of manifold books and manuscripts, each accompanied by an arcane string of symbols and numerals. And there it is, or at least I think it is. To tell you the truth, those dusty old tomes are all the same to me. Still, it certainly looks impressive, which I reckon should count for something. Anyhow, I'd best get back to the one person who can tell us one way or another. Don't go wandering off, I'll be right back. You must be the adventurer who procured the tome at our behest. I am Yayaki of the Thaumaturge's Guild. On behalf of my eminent colleagues, I thank you. But let us not get ahead of ourselves. Pray let me see this volume you have retrieved so I might confirm whether it is the selfsame tome we have so long sought. Of Fiends and Fairies, 1001 Immolation Incantations. D&D joke. Fireball! Out of the Void, a catalogue of extra-dimensional visitors and preferred methods of their extermination. Gods be God! It's finally ours, the Great Google Library Index. Index? You mean this book you've been searching so hard for is just some oversized list of other books? Just a list of books? Why, this is a comprehensive catalogue of each and every tome and epistle housed within the single greatest repository of knowledge this world has ever known. The Sharlians built this bastion of erudition and scholarly inquiry that Eorzea might benefit from wisdom compiled throughout the ages, only to see its treasures gather dust. Their pages seen by none, but monstrosities that now haunt its halls. We would see the library restored to its former glory, and ascertaining the full breadth and scope of its contents is a modest, but most necessary first step. If the library were rebuilt, we'd see aspiring scholars flocking from all corners of Eorzea, which would go a long way to building Idleshire into a real town. Whatever me and mine can do to lend a helping hand, you just say the word. That is most heartening indeed. Doubtless the reconstruction process entailed no small amount of menial labour in addition to more intellectual duties that will be seen to by my colleagues and me. Why, think of the ever-passing heights of sheer destructive power that we might one day achieve has my hands simply shaking in anticipation. The road ahead will be long, but thanks to you we take our first steps down it. Pray take this as a token of my gratitude. Well, I look like a scholar too. I have a monocle, it's just invisible right now. And technically it's all glamorous, but still... Alright, so let me think. Yep, that's 1 hour and 30 minutes. I feel like that's a good stream time. But I'm tempted. I want to do something really quick. I have tried to do this on my own, and there's a specific part of the fight which will always kill you if you're soloing. But I know about it now, so maybe I can beat it. So yeah, we're gonna end the episode with utter failure or utter success. We'll see. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of downtime here. We might not have the stats for this yet. Oh. Yeah, we do not have much in the way of DPS here. We got quarantined. We got unquarantined. Okay, we have to be ready for this. I think we skipped the thing that will insta-kill us, so we're good to finish the rest of this fight. No, that was the wrong one. Okay, we lost. So, for the uninformed, the boss will hit you with, will hit random players with one random player with one judgment and another random player with another judgment. This judgment spreads. If you get both judgments at once, it is an insta-kill. No, put it... $426,168 damage. Exactly my HP bar. Unfortunately, we just don't have the burst to get past this, which is unfortunate. I actually would have liked to be able to get the Gobwalker, but we need more burst. And I think we have to get to the end game so we can start one-shotting those legs. Oh well. Yeah, that's stream time then. I'm gonna log off now. So, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around. I hope the VOD takes. I'll have to do some more work to figure out how to do streaming, but I did at least get a stream done, and it was the very first thing I ever tried streaming, Final Fantasy XIV. That's cool. Until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.